My f24 husband, m23, told me he has feelings for our friend, f31. I don't know what to do. We met friend about a year ago. Husband and friend were instant friends while it took longer for friend and I to warm up to each other. A few months ago I starting feeling like things were getting a little too close between them. They were texting more and more often. When we would hang out, husband would ignore me when I tried to talk to him to talk to her instead. Several times I was in the middle of saying something to him and he would just walk away to talk to her instead. This turned into a big fight the last time it happened. Bekwase, I was talking to him about plans for our kid's birthday party and he took off at a dead run to talk to her because he spotted her across the room. I asked husband repeatedly if he had feelings for her. He always said no. I repeatedly told him the way he treated me when she was around, the way he acts when she's around, was making me uncomfortable. This built up to another fight where husband insisted that he didn't have feelings for her and he felt like I was just being jealous and that he wasn't allowed to have friends. I felt guilty for making him feel like he wasn't able to have friends. I have never wanted to control who he is friends with. I just wanted us to go back to normal. So, I dropped it. For 2 months I made myself get over my feelings. I felt guilty for feeling upset when they would joke around with each other. I left the room with they would sing the song, Accidentally in Love, together with pretend microphones and leaning into each other. They have done this at the last several game nights. I ignored the fact that when she touched his arm and he didn't push her away, it upset me. I was just starting to feel like I was past it. Like maybe it was just in my head and I was just being jealous. I felt terrible for having doubted husband when he told me he didn't have feelings for friend. Then at the start of this month husband was acting upset. I asked him what was going on and he admitted to me that he does have feelings for friend. He said that he had been having recurring dreams about her. They started out a few months ago, just every now and again. But he is now dreaming about her almost every night. He says he has dreamt about having sex with her a few times. But for the most part he dreams that the three of us are a throuple. He says that the dreams are usually just us hanging out doing things together. Nothing romantic, but that we are a throuple. Husband told me he felt guilty for having the dreams. He felt guilty for having feelings for her. He kept apologizing. When I asked him what exactly he felt for her, he said he didn't know. He knows he's attracted to her and that he wants to spend more time with her and get to know her better. He compared it to a third-grade crush. He says that he has no interest or intentions to pursue her romantically, but he doesn't want to stop talking to her or being around her. It's been 2 weeks since husband told me all of this. We started setting aside time at the end of every day to spend time together to just talk about everything. He has answered any questions I asked him. He has started texting her less. I thought that we were doing okay. Still figuring out what to do but working through it. Yesterday he told me that the feelings he has are stronger than he thought they were. He hasn't texted her in a few days, but that it only bekwase of some serious restraint on his part. He realized that he wanted to text her more and more, so he stopped texting. But this has only made him want to talk to her more. He says he can't control the way he feels for her, but he feels so guilty that he is hurting me. He says he doesn't love her bekwase. He doesn't believe you can love someone without getting to know them. But he wants to get to know her even though he knows that it will only lead to him feeling more for her. He keeps telling me that no matter what he feels for her, it doesn't change that he loves me. He said that he even feels like he loves me more now bekwase he has been able to talk to me and be honest with me about what he's feeling. He told me that he has no conscious thoughts of pursuing her. But nearly every night he goes to sleep and she is there. And when he wakes up in the morning he feels terrible for it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think or to feel. I feel betrayed and angry that he got close enough to her to feel anything for her at all. I am angry that I saw this coming and made myself get over it. I'm hurt that he lied to me repeatedly about not having feelings for her when he did. I'm hurt that I repeatedly told him he was making me uncomfortable and he basically told me to get over it. But I was right. I feel guilty for being upset about what he feels for her because he can't control his emotions. I don't want to be the reason he has to lose a friend, but I truly don't want to be around her. I don't want him to spend more time with her. I don't want him to talk to her. But he has every right to be friends with whoever he wants to be friends with. I don't know what to do. Sorry, it's such a long post. TLDR, my husband has feelings for our mutual friend. What do I do? He's totally snowing you. Though, he wouldn't be losing a friend. He'd be losing a person he's at least having an emotional affair with. This isn't a case of the right to be friends with whoever. This is a case of someone carrying on an affair right under your nose and gaslighting you into believing that your perceptions are not correct. He is having an emotional affair. He should cut off contact with her and respect your marriage. But he doesn't want to. That is extremely selfish. Unfortunately, there isn't much you can do. You could try talking to her, but she seems into him, too. Maybe you could try couples counseling. Hopefully, he respects you enough to cut off contact with her. It sounds like he's going to pursue her no matter what, though. Yeah, he's already having an affair. He has been for some time. You saw it and he told you to get over it. Bet she planted some kind of polyamory seed in his mind. He isn't committed to this marriage. If he were, he would have stopped getting close to her instead of quite literally leaning into the mess. He needs to cut all contact completely and forever. This won't work any other way. He's having an emotional affair and guilting you into letting him stay friends with her. If it were my husband, she would be gone. Or he would. His choice. He leaves. Or she does. He's a father and should know right from wrong at this point. It seems like he knew all along. That he gaslighted you and made you feel like you were crazy and jealous as well as controlling. Then when you were no longer resisting him crossing all these boundaries, he's springing these feelings on you, and when you adjust to that, he ups the ante of how strong the feelings are. He's known all along, and it seems to me he may be trying to wear down your resolve and manipulate you into that throuple ship. Even if you were okay with polyamory, I'm not sure I'd stick around for this. I'd also be real curious about what's in those messages, because this doesn't seem at all one-sided. As has been said elsewhere, he's having an emotional affair. You're not asking him to lose a friend. You're telling him to cut off his affair partner. He made you doubt yourself. Called you jealous. He's telling you what he wants. He told you that he dreams about being a throuple. When he developed feelings, the first thing he should have done is cut her off. He doesn't want to. He's known her a year and feels like he needs to get to know her better. They are having an emotional affair, for God's sake. If you both want to save this, he cuts her off forever and you get couples counseling ASAP. Still, I would see a divorce lawyer so you know what it would look like. That way you can go forward with the best information to make a decision. Girls, stand up. My God, don't feel bad or guilty. He needs to cut contact with her ASAP. He is the one that kept growing his feelings by continuing ignoring you. Instead of focusing on you, he focused on her. Stand up and don't take his shiz. He either cuts contact with her or you walk away. He's already emotionally cheating on you. He's texting her and he still wants to be around her. That's literally what people do when they want to pursue a relationship with someone. So obviously he's lying to you by saying he doesn't want to pursue her. If he loved you enough, he would completely go cold turkey on her and let those feelings die. He also should have kept those details about the dreams to himself. From now on you'll probably think he's gonna fall for every girl y'all talk to if you stay with him. Give husband 2 choices. You or friend. Act accordingly. If he chooses friend, accept his decision and then take him for every penny he has. He needs to cut off contact and stop reinforcing the dopamine rush he gets from connecting with her. He needs to work harder to stop fantasizing about her. Dreams just happen, not much you can do about this. But you got married to him, not him and his extra. He either does what he needs to fix this, or you have some thinking to do about whether you want this person to be the default choice if you are in a hospital and a decision has to be made as to whether they pull the plug as he is not on. Team up. You tell him to cut her out of his life. Like an adult, he cannot control his feeling around her, then he should have done the right thing out of respect for you, if not himself. If he cannot do this for you, then does he value your relationship? Your husband is having an emotional affair with this woman. The only way to fix this and save your marriage is for him to cut all contact with her ASAP. If he refuses or goes behind your back to continue to talk to her, well then there's your answer. Yes, he absolutely can help it. It's unrealistic to think in LTR that you or your partner won't develop a crush or attraction to someone else. What you do is shut it down and refocus on your relationship. He is completely manipulating you. No, you shouldn't feel sorry for him. He needs to end the friendship now, and you need to shut down his ramblings about being a throuple. Edit. Yeah, they are already having an emotional affair, and get it out your head. She is your friend. She isn't. She has already crossed boundaries right in front of you. Total no contact. Please review their texting messaging. This is an EA. He is in an affair fog. If you want to save your marriage, break the contact now. Make her a hard boundary for your relationship. They sing "Accidentally in Love" together? Ah, how cute. Girl, you need to accidentally divorce his ass. He needs some boundaries. He wants to get to know her even though he knows that it will only lead to him feeling more for her. This kinda says it all, doesn't it? He has no intention of being her friend. Personally, I would consider the disrespect a deal breaker. Either he actually cuts her off completely or you remove yourself from the equation. Ask if he has brought up this throuple idea to her yet. I have a feeling she knows about it. So, he's an idiot then? If he isn't willing to cut immediate contact, then that tells you everything. This is, according to him, a third-grade crush. You are his wife. This isn't rocket science. He knows the right thing to do. He just isn't willing to do it, and that's a message to you. Even if he won't acknowledge or own up to it out loud. You can't force him to do something he doesn't want to do. You can only choose your own actions. And based on what you've described, you either learn to live with your husband allowing himself to fall in love with another woman with your enablement, or you leave.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.